Romualdez Marcos for her opening statement and her sponsorship.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the budget of the aforementioned department is now in consideration, and we recognize the sponsor, Senator Amy Marcos, for his opening statement.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you very much, Majority Leader. Today, I sponsor the post-2025 budget of the National Commission of Senior Citizens, NCSC. Under the 2025 NEP, NCSC's proposed budget of 3.190 billion is 3.110 billion larger than the agency's 2024 budget of 79.899 million. This enormous increase is primarily due to our passage of the expanded centenarian program and its transfer for implementation from the DSWD to the NCSC. The House of Representatives, GAB, and the Senate Committee report are identical, and we both retain the NEP at 3.190 billion.
We recognize the Deputy Minority Leader, Senator Risa Hontiveros.
Salamat po, Mr. President, at magandang gabi po, good sponsor. Before I pose some questions, Mr. President, good sponsor, pwede po bang matanong kung the head of the commission is present with us this evening?
The OIC Chairwoman Loreche is here.
All right.
We finally got a memo order expanding her role and allowing her to appoint and make financial decisions both.
All right. Salamat, good sponsor. So, Mr. President, Madam Chair, it's been 5 years since the creation of the National Commission of Senior Citizens. Umaasa po ako na sa yugtong ito ng buhay ng NCSC, magiging klaro at malinaw na ang tunguhin ng komisyon para sa pagsusulong at pagtataguyod ng karapatan at kagalingan ng nakatatanda. So una po, Mr. President, on the Philippine Plan of Action for Senior Citizens. Last October, the National Commission of Senior Citizens made public the Philippine Plan of Action for Senior Citizens for 2023 to 2028. And one of the requirements to achieve most of the key result areas is to maintain adequate funding for NCSC operations and programs on older persons. Likewise, the Commission developed 9 programs to operationalize the plan of action and to respond to other concerns of our senior citizens. Pwede po bang magtanong magkano ang kailangan para sapat na mapondohan ang implementasyon ng plan of action hanggang 2028? May projected costing na ba ang komisyon every year kung magkano kakailanganing pondo sa 2025, 26, 27, 28 to achieve the objectives of the plan? And how does the commission plan to narrow the funding gap kung mayroon? Good sponsor.
Yes, I'm still inquiring as to the updated plan of action, but what I'm most aware of is that there has been an annual transfer on a per program basis of DSWD's elderly functions to NCSC. So nag-umpisa po ito nung ang unang linipat yung ating ang una muna na linipat was the database, ano? Siya yung unang linipat. That was the very first transfer, as I recall, of the elderly database management system. So that was shifted straight away to them. Later on, the ATOP, or the assistance to the elderly, was also transferred, but it's a very meager sum of 1.7 billion. This year, we are now transferring the implementation of our enhanced centenarians of 3 billion in 2025 sa NCSC, and later on, the intention is to also move to the commission the social pension implementation. So yung budget sa DSWD, halos yun din ang magiging budget sa NCSC. Yun nga lang, dadagdagan ng personnel at halos magdodoble tayo sa MOE.
Alright, salamat, good sponsor. Mamaya itatanong ko rin po yung tungkol sa ATOP or assistance to older persons at yung usapin din ng personnel para sa institutional development and strengthening. So, sabi nga po ng good sponsor, Mr. President, halos dodoble eventually yung pondo ng NCSC. At least for
Hindi
next...
naman po dodoble, pero ibig ko sabihin, yung ginagampanan ng ibang DSWD, mapipilitan tayo kumuha rin ng tauhan, mapipilitan rin tayo ng traveling and maintenance. At yun ang numero na wini-work out natin simply because the master plan, the PPASC, has yet to be approved by NEDA. So wala pa rin silang master plan for senior citizens.
All right po, I understand, good sponsor. Pero at least for year 2025, yung year 2025 phase ng implementasyon ng plan of action, magkano po ang actually kakailanganin para sapat yung pagpopondo para doon, good sponsor?
Yes.
And paano pakikitidin yung funding gap kung meron, at least for next year?
Yes, for next year, the concern is the 3 billion that needs to be distributed is quite a large sum. And certainly, they will be needing more personnel than whom they have now. Because they anticipate a total of 275,000 plus beneficiaries. And they have very few employees as yet. Certainly, they will be overwhelmed unless they hire people very quickly.
Magkano po yung magiging funding gap, at least for next year, at paano isasara ito, good sponsor?
Right now, they are anticipating no funding gap as yet. So it's our hope that they will be able to quickly hire. Mabilis naman ang hiring nila ngayon kasi wala nang requirement na interviewin pa ng chairman at ng mga commissioners yung mga lower level employees. So palagay ko maha-hire naman nila kasi may mga regional focal persons na at kahit skeletal force may tao na sa regions.
All right. And then hopefully po, good sponsor, sa pag-beef up nung personnel ng commission, mas ma-drawing yung plan of action, Philippine Plan of Action hanggang 2028, pati yung funding requirements at mapag-iisipan kung papaano i-generate yung resources na yon.
Kasi meron na silang plan of action pero naka-pending pa rin sa NEDA, kaya wala pang numero.
Alright, salamat, good sponsor. Dako po ako, Mr. President, sa NCSC, Institutional Development and Strengthening. Sa report sa atin ng LBRMO, the NCSC actually proposed a total budget amounting to 66.468 billion pesos, but DBM approved only 3.2 billion pesos, so halos 5% lamang. Upon scanning, walang pondo ang komisyon para sa senior citizens' rights and welfare at health and wellness promotion. Partially funded naman ang para sa iba pang programa gaya ng para sa policy development and planning at para sa assistance to older persons. Ang nakakabahala, Mr. President, Madam Chair, the reasons cited for the rejections of certain budget items can be summed up as a failure to come up with complete staff work, the absence of supporting documents, project profiles, computation, so siguro pati sa plan, market analysis, etc. Pwede po bang i-confirm ng good sponsor kung tama itong mga attributions, yung mga tinukoy na dahilan na ito? And may we know from the good sponsor, kumusta na nga ang institutional development and strengthening ng NCSC? Just for the record, may chairperson at CEO na ba ito? May executive director na ba? O ang commission ay pinapatakbo pa rin ng OICs? And what are the plans of the Commission to beef up its absorptive capacities, both to be fiscally responsible and capable of managing programs for senior citizens better? Good sponsor.
Yes, I believe there are now 6 commissioners. It's only the chairman who has been sidelined. And in fact, the catch-up plan is in place, and they've been able to do quite a bit in the last 2 quarters to activate and implement the programs that were delayed. So that, as a matter of fact, this is the best utilization rate I've seen in the past few years, since 2019 that I've been handling this budget. They have now spent 73.3% as of November. So medyo mas mabilis sila ngayon kaysa sa dati. Dati talaga napakabagal po.
Salamat, good sponsor. I guess, good sponsor, Mr. President, one way na ma-appreciate yung interpellation so far with the good sponsor ay pwede nating sabihin sa ngayon, no funding gap because the plan has not been costed or has not been completely costed until 2028. So, balikan ko lamang yung 66.68 billion rather requested but only 3.2 billion granted. Kung ganun po, yung 63.268 billion, pwede ba nating sabihin at least as of this year or this moment, good sponsor, na pwede nating sabihin na yun ang ating current funding gap, good sponsor?
Ang nangyari ko po kasi, unang-una yung social pension, hindi pa talaga linilipat, 59 billion kaagad yun doon sa 66. Hindi pa yan nalilipat mula sa DSWD hanggang may kakayahan na yung NSCS, no? So that's been the issue, and that's the 59 billion out of the whopping 66 billion. Also, in addition, there have been requests for the Expanded Centenarians Act to apply retrospectively in 2024. Samantalang wala pa sa budget ng 2024, hinahabol sana nila ng 2025. May 2 billion plus din doon. So I believe that constitutes at least 62 billion of the total request. The others are for buildings and offices and more personnel in the different regions.
Salamat, good sponsor. So may sa ngayon, vicious cycle na gustong gawing virtuous cycle na basta't nailipat na talaga yung pondo na katumbas ng inilipat na mandate at kapag yung requests para sa retroactive application ng certain social protections ay maaprubahan, hindi lang on paper but in actual operations, mas maisasara talaga yung masasabi nating funding gap sa ngayon.
Tama po. Kaya natutuwa naman ako kahit paano, kahit mabagal, nalipat na yung management of the elderly database. So step 1 yun kasi hanggang ngayon wala pa tayong pangalan, listahan. At kulang pa rin kung ihahambing dun sa sinasabi ng PSA kung ilan yung elderly natin, nasa 61% pa lang tayo. Kulang na kulang pa rin yung online registration. Ikalawa, nalipat na rin itong ATOP. At sana itong ATOP lakihan kasi napakaliit nasa 1.6, 1.7 million lang. Pero at least nalipat na rin siya. At ikatlo, pinakamalaki, first time na talagang hinahamon ngayon ang National Commission, itong enhanced centenarians, nasakop na yung 80, 85 at 90, 95 anyos.
Salamat, good sponsor. Actually, mamayang ng konti, pag pinag-usapan natin ang ATOP, I think we're actually talking about an even bigger amount than what the good sponsor has cited. Pero sige po. At just to note na yung elderly database na tinatansya ng commission only accounts so far for 61% of senior citizens. Magandang maisara po ito 100% dahil hindi naman sila napakadami-dami pero napaka-importante na lahat po sila ay ma-upload sa database para maabot ng social protections na ina-administer or i-administer pa ng
Tama po.
commission
Kaya yung ATOP na
sponsor.
napakaliit, nasa 1.7 million pesos lamang. Nakalagay doon yung pagsasangguni sa iba't ibang FSCAP, OPSCAP. Kasi right now, itong elderly directory, nasa online. Hindi naman mahilig ang mga lola't lolo natin mag-online.
Hindi
Kaya
pa-
mapipilitan tayo mag-isa-isa ng mga FSCA and OSCA. So, yun ang wini-work out nila. Kaya lang, maliit lang yung pondo nila. Nasa 1.7 million. At umaasa sila sa mga senior citizens organization sa iba't ibang lokal.
Salamat, good sponsor. Bago tayo dumako ng tuluyan sa mga tanong ko tungkol sa ATOP, huli lang dun sa NCSC, Institutional Development and Strengthening, to date, may 290 authorized permanent positions and nasa 130 pa lang ang filled position. So, kulang pa sa kalahati. So, lastly on this topic, good sponsor, thinking out loud, ino-overburden ba natin yung commission ng napakaraming responsibilidad, bunga ng kanilang mandates, pero limitado pa ang human resources nila, good sponsor?
Tama po. Tulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, ang dami-daming requirement para kumuha ng tao noon na mismo yung chairman at yung mga commissioner kailangan mag-interview hanggang sa clerk at driver. Kaya hindi mo usad. Pero ngayon, as of 31 December, ang projected, ang ngayon, nasa 70% na ang completely hired sa mga permanent position at inaasahan by year end, nasa 86% na po. So, aminin natin, yung away-away din sa commission, hindi nakatulong.
Salamat, good sponsor. Much better po yung 86%, kahit po yung 70%, much better than the less than 50%. And sana in the new year, no, makumpleto po iyon. Huli pala dun sa importante, may nababanggit natin na yung senior citizens database. So to date,
Ano ba yun?
for the record, 7,136,763 senior registrants ay nakapag-register na nga online. Pero hindi pa vetted. So paano po lilinisin ang listahan para siguruhin yung inclusion, good sponsor?
Yes, I think the 7.1 are now registered and I believe vetted as well. The LGUs have been tasked with validation. So far, yung 7.1 nandyan na, subalit kulang pa talaga dahil 9.2 ang estimate ng PSA. So kailangan talagang dagdagan yung ATOP. Kaya yung recommendation sa 2025, doblehin yung ATOP nila para makipag-usap at talakayin sa ating mga FSCA at OSCA yung membership. Dahil hanggang ngayon, wala pa tayong listahan ng ating senior citizen. Dalawa kasi yung elderly data. Una, yung online registration na binabanggit pa ulit-ulit. Yung isa, yung data tungkol sa milestone ages ng 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. Sa totoo lang, sila mag-i-implement niyan pero wala pa silang siradong listahan.
Okay. And of course, good sponsor, inaasahan natin na both yung online registration at yung data ng milestone ages ay magpapantay. Magpapantay po.
Dapat lang.
Dapat po, opo. Kasi yung sa online registration would be kumbaga yung general registration, yung universal, and then yung sa milestone ages ay para sa implementation ng isang particular na importanteng programa. So, dako na po ako, good sponsor, dun sa yung iba pang mga tanong tungkol sa Assistance to Older Persons program. So, reportedly, DSWD endorsed the Assistance to Older Persons program transfer to NCSC. The Commission proposed 3.3 million pesos for Tier 1 and 3.053 billion ba to? Million? Billion? Billion pesos for Tier 2. DBM approved Tier 1 but rejected the Tier 2 proposal. May we know from the good sponsor para saan po sana yung 3.053 billion pesos na ni-request ng komisyon at anong implikasyon nito sa pagtupad ng mandato nila para sa nakatatanda? Good sponsor.
Please have 1,500.
Yes. Ang nangyari kasi rito, nais natin pagtibayin yung mga FSCAP, yung National Federation of Senior Citizens. Tapos, meron rin sa ilalim ng National Anti-Poverty Commission, isang sectoral council ng senior citizens na aktibo. Kaya, eto sana yung gustong buuhin at palakasin ng ATOP. Ngunit, yung hinihingi ng iba, magbigay ng direct assistance to senior citizens. Ito ang Tier 2 na hindi na nakayanan ng budget. Kaya nakapako na lang tayo sa Tier 1. Ito yung strengthening and reorganizing the FSCAP together with the Anti-Poverty Commission and the other elderly groups for 3.3 million lamang. Yung 3.5 hindi na nabigay. Yung direct assistance to senior citizens. May pangamba na baka doble to sa ibang programa. Pero sa tingin ko, hindi naman duplication po dahil ibibigay to sa organisasyon o di kaya sa nangangailangan ng biglaan, emergency or crisis situation.
Opo, good sponsor. At pwede po ba nating malaman nung panahon po na nasa DSWD pa yung ATOP program, magkano yung allocated funds dito in the last 3 to 5 years, good sponsor? Yung para dito
Ganon
sa
din,
direct
3
assistance.
million
Ganon din.
pa rin. Di na umasenso yung amount na yan.
I see. So 3 million.
Ang nalipat lang, 3 million talaga yan under DSWD. Ang nalipat lamang this year, ang linipat lang yung tira, yung balanse na 1.7.
Yun po yung binabanggit ng good sponsor kanina na 1.7. All right, 1.7 million. Tapos kung yung gap if the gap in funding before and after the transfer of the said program from DSWD to NCSC is so huge, paano po ini-intend ng NCSC na siguruhin na capable siyang i-implementa yung programa as good as or better than ang DSWD, good sponsor?
Dahil nga naitatag na kahit skeletal force pa lamang yung mga regional offices, marami na silang pagtitipon ng ating mga FSCAP at OSCA. Kaya marami na rin tayong beneficiaries, pati mga medical mission, pati iba't iba pang volunteer groups. So mukha naman nagagawa at nagagampanan ng ating commission. At wala naman funding gap kasi 3 million noon, 3 million pa rin hanggang ngayon. Yun nga lang, mas maganda sana dagdagan kasi ang tagal-tagal na nakapako na tayo dyan sa halagang yan.
At saka ang laki po ng paglaki sana in terms of magnitude between the Tier 1 at saka yung Tier 2. So parang merong ambisyoso sanang plano ang commission para sa sector nila. Nga lang hindi pa masusubukang implementahin sa 2025 dahil na-reject po yung Tier 2, good sponsor.
That's correct. Yung outright financial assistance,
Yes.
hindi pa nabibigay.
Okay po. Sige po, Mr. President, ako dun sa Senior Citizen Social Pension na nabanggit na rin kanina ng good sponsor. Another program waiting to be transferred or endorsed from DSWD to NCSC is the implementation of the Social Pension for Indigent Senior Citizens Program. And kung papalaring maisabatas natin sa 19th Congress, maging ang mandato ng Universal Social Pension ay malalagak din sa komisyon. Pwede po bang makakuha ng update sa trajectories para sa full transfer ng social pension mandate mula DSWD sa NCSC? Ano po yung mga gaps at challenges na kailangang i-address bago yung full transfer? At pwede po bang malaman mula sa good sponsor, ano yung assessment sa kahandaan ng NCSC na i-fulfill yung said mandate sa social pension, good sponsor?
Yes, the transition is occurring as we speak, and the sense is by 2026, following the full implementation of the Enhanced Centenarians Act, they will be enabled to distribute the social pension on their own. So, ito yung inaasahan, 2026 ang goal sana na maisatupad. At ngayon pa lamang, yung mga empleyado at opisyal ng komisyon ay wina-walk through na at sinashadow na ang DSWD. Dahil nga, hindi pa malipat dahil may DOJ opinion regarding the transfer of assets. And while waiting for the transfer, the commission is trying to learn the implementation and enforcement of the program. So there are learning visits that have been conducted in Taguig, in Valenzuela, and so on. So yun ang nangyayari sa ngayon. Ngunit ang totoo, may utang pa tayo. Kung maalala nyo, sa DSWD budget, may utang po tayo na social stipend. Mula nung mga nakaraang taon na hindi nababayaran yung mga marginalized seniors natin, pero hindi pa sa National Commission of Senior Citizens, nasa DSWD pa. Kinary over sa unprogrammed yung iba, yung 2 billion, pero kailanman di naman na-release.
Right. So meron pa palang ganun, good sponsor. Sorry, ano po?
Transfer pass to sa residential care yun at social pension.
Okay.
Yung sa problema sa DOJ.
Okay. Good sponsor, clarification lang for the record at hinihingi ang confirmation ko sa good sponsor. Mukhang sa pagkaalam po namin, no, yung subject ng DOJ opinion, ay mas dun sa transfer of assets, referring sa residential care facilities, hindi po dun sa social pension. Po, good sponsor. Could I see?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. I'm sorry. Yes, it's to do with the residential care. It's more a question of capability and number of personnel with regard to the social pension. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Thanks.
Well taken.
Salamat, good sponsor. So, pero at least, dun sa senior citizen social pension nga, at least parang may timetable na po, sabi ng good sponsor, Mr. President, by 2026, fully ma-i-implementa na ito ng commission following the full implementation ng expanded centenarians. So I guess that means, good sponsor, full implementation naman ng expanded centenarians law by next year, 2025.
Yes, it's supposed to be transferred by 2025.
Okay
And
po.
for that reason, we had this explosion in the budget of the National Commission of Senior Citizens. Biglang lumobo sa 3 billion. At yun ang dahilan ng karamihan nun, talaga para sa expanded centenarians. Yun yung madugo natin ni-negotiate sa DBM para lang mabigyan yung ating nakatatanda.
Opo. And then at least nangyayari na yung mga walkthrough, yung shadowing ng commission sa DSWD para masalo talaga niya yung full implementation ng senior citizens social pension. Yung pong ano kaya,